We've heard the term populist a lot in American politics. But what does it mean? We've heard one candidate being a populist, another one appealing to populism to get their fan base built. Well, it actually all goes back to the late 19th century. See, the People's Party, or the Populist Party, is founded in 1892. And essentially, it is the coalescing of a lot of very angry segments of the American population. It's composed of Farmers Alliance members, the Colored Farmers Alliance members, the Grange, what's left of it, the Knights of Labor, so organized labor throws in, and then also the Greenback Party, what's left of it as well. So essentially, all these people that feel like they have been cut out of the political process all find a tent that they come together under. It's the People's Party. Very successful at the state level, especially in the Midwest and in the Western Rocky Mountain states. Well, in 1892, the Populists began to agitate at the national level and actually began to eye perhaps a populist president. Well, what do they want? Well, for starters, they have some financial goals. These financial goals include the free and unlimited coinage of silver with a fixed exchange rate of 16 to 1 against gold. So they want you to print all the silver you can and fix that exchange rate, which is an artificial intervention into the economy. Sounds good on paper. How will it work? They also wanted a graduated income tax. The more you make, the more you pay. Interesting. Sounds very modern. They also wanted an increase in the money supply, which the free and unlimited coinage of silver would solve. And they kept pushing that sub-treasury plan that the Farmers Alliance first came up with. All right. They also had some transportation goals. The Populists, informed by the angry farmers, were saying, you know what, railroads and other natural monopolies need to just be owned by the government. And these would include railroads, telegraphs, and telephones. All the things that it's tough to replicate or introduce some sort of competition around. Well, the Populists also had labor and social goals. They wanted land reform. Somehow they wanted land to be cheaper and more available. They also wanted severe restrictions on immigration. They also wanted an 8-hour workday, an end to injunctions against labor unions and labor strikes, and also a restriction on how labor disputes could be handled. Essentially, they didn't want the federal government or state governments calling out troops to break up strikes. When they started to compete at the national level, the Populists got shellacked. In 1892, Grover Cleveland, Democrat, is elected. When he is elected, he declares for the gold standard, and immediately a depression follows. There's a major economic collapse in the 1890s. It's in this environment that you have Jim Hogg operating in Texas. Well, in the national election of 1896, the dominant issue is sound money, some sort of money that's in circulation but is linked to something. The gold standard might be too severe, but paper is way too soft. So the people that are running include Bill McKinley of Ohio as a Republican, and he wants to maintain that gold standard and also maintain high tariffs, where if anybody's trading with the United States, they're going to pay for that privilege in hard money, and that's how you'll get more money in circulation. Interesting theory. The Democrats, however, run William Jennings Bryan, and William Jennings Bryan says, look, you cannot crucify the American population on a cross of gold. Somehow we have to have free and unlimited coinage of silver and lower tariffs. He wants soft money, money that can get out there and get to work. The Populists shift their tactics to backing William Jennings Bryan. And so instead of running and trying to build a third party, they essentially move in and try to co-opt the Democratic Party.